So, this title is insane. Every bear and its chances of retiring you from life by Casual Geographic. So, yeah, obviously, I'm not really an outdoorsy person. In fact, I don't even live near, I do live near woods, but none of them are inhabited by bears, I'm pretty sure. Luckily, I myself don't have to deal with bears. But for people that do, yeah, I wish you the best of luck, because yeah, not great. Not a great. If you live in the area where there are bears, God help you, I guess.
It's scientifically proven that one of the best ways to see how a guy's mind works, to really see what type of person you're dealing with, ask one question. What's the biggest animal you can beat in a fight? You ask that and you'll learn a whole lot in a short time. And in 2021, British firm YouGov did a survey. There's a lot to unpack here.
6% of Americans think they could be the grizzly bear in the fight. Because, you know, I mean, like, oh, dude. I mean, unless you're bringing like a 500 Magnum or something like that, or Desert Eagle, yeah, you're not winning the fight against a grizzly bear. Like, fist and legs, yeah, you're not winning that fight. If you're bringing the firearm, then yes, I'd argue that you'd have a chance at least. Yeah, I'm in the 72% that said they. I'm in the 72% that said that they could fight the rat. I mean, I know I could definitely win against a rat, bro. 17% said they could fight it, dude. That just reminded me of like a really famous incident with a chimpanzee. Yeah, if you think you can win against a chimp, I don't know what to say to you. Like, you either have to be insane or on drugs to actually think you could win, because I don't think you can. I don't think that you're going to win that fight.
But mostly the 6% of Americans that think they could handle a grizzly without getting their existence abolished.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go!
Yeah,
And that's how long it would take.
You think you could win against this thing? I'm sorry. You think you could actually stand a chance unarmed against this thing? You're out of your mind. Like, you're ripped out of your gourd if you think you could actually win a fist fight against a grizzly bear. Like, against a grizzly bear. Do you know what they look like without fur? Hang on. I'm gonna show y'all something. Give me a second. Is that it? Grizzly bear without fur. You wanna know what this looks? You wanna know what it looks like? This monstrosity is what you think you could win against. Like, look at this. Look at this thing. You're telling me you could win a fight against this thing? Like, is that what you're saying? Is that like, you're out of your mind? You're nuts if you think you could win. Like, some people just don't have any sort of like common sense or sense of self-preservation, and that's very concerning to me.
Bears are inevitable enough to be one of the few animals I have a one-shot rule against. As in, if they're coming at me full force and I have one shot in the chamber, I'm using it to self-medicate my exit off the mortal coil. I might not survive a hippo attack.
Honestly, like, dude, like, either way, I'm going to die. If that is me in the situation like that. Either way, it's either gonna be myself that takes me out, or it's gonna be that freaking bear, and I'd rather it be me. I'd rather it be me, dude.
But I'm for sure not surviving my reaction to one. I'll same day ship myself to the Lord's door before I let a chimp handle me, and I'll self-subtract with the quickness before a bear makes me part of its business.
Yeah.
Bears are the most conceptually inconsiderate creatures in nature. Basically a giant unhinged dog with every possible attribute maxed. Think about it, nature dropped an apex all-terrain CrossFit predator that can out everything you and just let the rest of the population deal with it. But what's the most dangerous bear actually? Well, today we're going to be talking about every
Polar bear, I guess? Cause yeah, those things are freaking. Polar bears are freaking like, you think a grizzly is bad? Polar bears are a freaking unit, dude. They are literally what happen. They're literally what happens when you take a freaking Mack truck covered in fur and just throw it in the freaking Arctic Circle, and you give that Mack truck teeth. That is what a polar bear is.
Breed of bear and its chances of putting you on a shirt. Each bear will get a Merc rating, Merc standing for might eviscerate, ravage, or just cancel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely the K word that was supposed to be there. And as always, each rating
Yeah, I mean, not great. Not
will
great
be in my very
situation.
biased opinion. But yeah, call me Joe Rogan or Grinder Gladiator. Either way, we are going down the bear hole. Starting with the sun bear, named after the thing he spent way too long looking at. Those eyes stared at the void and the void blinked first.
Yeah, dude looks like he's seen some things. He's seen some things, and he clawed his own like vision off his eyes or whatnot, or he just stared into the sun too long, and basically that blinded him. This guy looks like he's seen a lot.
And yes, they're built like they barely qualify.
Okay, that threw me for a loop. Oh my god. Bro, why he built like this? Why he built like Bro, that's like me. That's like me when I'm like come down to the kitchen. There's out and we're all have coffee. That's literally me. That's literally me, deprived of caffeine.
To be here. He looks like a bear with crippling social anxiety that got told to act natural. They were recently involved in a controversy in China. The controversy was nobody believed that wasn't a man in costume. To be fair, they're easily the least.
You can't convince me that sounded somebody in a bear suit. You can't convince me otherwise.
Coated Ursus out there. They're the smallest in the world at no heavier than $140. And be honest, how long would it take for you to guess that foot was a...
Yeah, that looks like a human foot, dude. That looks like a human foot covered in like the slightest fur with like way too overgrown toenails. Like, you can't convince me that this isn't what it is. Without any prior context, I would think, dude, like, what homeless man's foot looks like this? And if you told me that it was like a bear, I'd be like, what? Nah. That can't be. That was what my reaction would be if I saw this with no context, pretty much.
Attached to a grizzly's cousin. Those bare feet help them climb trees, and some bears are the most tree climbing of them all. But how dangerous is this identity crisis?
Bruh, why he tongue look like that? Why he tongue that long? Whose man is this? What the fuck? Why he tongue so long? Well, bro, what kind of bear is this? It's a sun bear, obviously, but bro.
Well, they're shy, reclusive, and mostly eat fruits and plants. They're also trigger happy, nearly blind, and they share real estate with tigers. Sun bears are known to attack people when caught off guard, and their poor eyesight means they can easily get jump-scared by humans.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that humans are on this thing's target list, because Jesus Christ.
Also have one of the strongest bite forces relative to body size of any bear, but probably only because they use teeth to reduce tree bark. There was even one case where a sun bear tiger showdown ended up with both of them becoming past tense. So what could they do to a human? Well, from 2000 to 2010, there were 33 sun bear attacks on humans, with the most common injuries being facial. But all the attacks were accidental. And
I mean, yeah, I'm genuinely not surprised at that fact, because yeah, humans are they're not known for keeping to their own spaces. Like, a lot of them, yeah, like, if you're out where this thing is, if you're out near where this thing is, don't go camping. Don't go camping. Like, please, just just stay in your home. Just stay in the nearby city. You'll be fine. Just don't go near this thing. It's gonna be okay.
Encounters where the sun bears would probably argue self-defense, and to my knowledge, there are no recorded cases of a sun bear killing a person. So, with no body count and being the smallest, but also being neurotic enough to be a threat, I'll give the sun bear a merc rating of 5. Next you have the Andean, also known as the spectacled bear. For obvious reasons, on paper he's the biggest land predator in that part of South America. Only technically, because only 5% of Four Eyes' diet is meat. Like the sun bear, they're only really a jihad to fruits and plants. Also like the sun bear, the walking spectacle is very...
that's good to know. Like, it's good to know that this thing isn't going out of its way to actually tear people apart, but it's
tree climbing. They'll even build their version of a tree house to sleep in. To be fair, you don't really have a choice when your hall monitor's a jaguar. But don't think Buddy's sweet because he got glasses. They've been known to take out llamas, cows, and even tapirs twice their size. But how dangerous are they to people? Well, in 2004, an Andean bear...
Yeah, I know about tapirs because I heard the fact that they have prehensile they have prehensile rods. I'll just leave it at that. I know that because of TikTok. That place is absolutely cursed. Yeah. Honestly, if you're somebody that uses YouTube Shorts exclusively, I don't think there's really a reason for you to like go over to TikTok, because the amount of things that I've seen over there is just it's wild, man. It's absolutely insane.
Bear escaped from a Berlin zoo and made a beeline for the children's area. What followed was one of the most gruesome displays ever caught on camera. Viewer discretion is advised.
What?
Apparently the spectacled bear only has one human body on his record.
Dude, he just wants to ride the bike, man. Like, that's all he wants to do. He just wants to ride the bike. Come on, he's not to blame for anything that happened. He just wanted to ride the bike.
And technically it was a hunter who shot the bear out of a tree only for the bear to land on him. I'm sorry, but if you fail physics that hard, you deserve to get packed up by Paddington.
Yeah.
And yes, Paddington was indeed a spectacle. Spectacles are also the closest living relative of, the short-faced bear. Oh, the duality. But considering the only casualty was more to slapstick than a homicidal bear, I give the spectacled beast a merc rating of 2. And now we're at the panda portion, which might confuse some since there's a genuine corner of the internet that'll tell you that pandas aren't actually bears. They'll sooner believe China has an obese biracial gerbil waddling around. To be fair, being a bear but identifying as a bamboo processing plant is a questionable life choice.
I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody can correct me on this if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure both bears and raccoons share a common ancestor. I'm very certain that that's the case. Again, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong about that, but I'm very certain that they do share a common ancestor. Oh, that's wrong. Okay, there you go.
But one, bamboo is so protein-packed that Ursus Oreo actually ends up getting just as much as wolves and feral cats. And two, binging bamboo all day means pandas actually have one of the strongest bite forces of any land mammal. Wild pandas usually avoid people, and there's currently...
I think that they put crocodiles to shame, I'm pretty sure. Actually, again, that's something I could be very wrong about, but I'm pretty sure they have a stronger bite force than than tigers. But I think crocodiles as well. Again, I could be completely wrong about that. Again, somebody please correct me in the comment section if you're watching this on YouTube. I could be wrong.
No record of a plus-size eyeshadow cotton ball killing a human, but pandas will 100% lash out if they think you deserve it, often with life-altering consequences.
Jesus Christ! Like, obviously I didn't see it because it was pre-censored, but Jesus Christ! Oh, I can only imagine what that was. I think he lost a leg there, bud. I think he lost a leg. Yeah, not good.
He demonstrated panda potential more than straight at the Beijing Zoo, a young panda named Gugu. In 2006, a drunk dude climbed into the enclosure to give Gugu a hug, and Gugu gave him an attitude adjustment with his teeth. After several minutes of biting each other, yes, Drunky bit the bear.
Jesus Christ. Oh no, no, especially with the bite 4 seconds surpass tiger. No. R.I.P. the homeboys thing. Oh. Oh no.
They were eventually separated with a fire hose. In 2007, a teenager tried Gugu and got chunks ripped out of his legs to the point where bones were showing. And in 2009, a father climbed over.
God, Jesus, people need to have more self-respect and self-control. You only have yourself to blame for any of this. Come on, man. Why are you making me suffer through this? Just please have more self-respect and self-control, man.
A barrier to retrieve a toy his son dropped. His reward was his leg caught in Gugu's vice grip jaws that keepers literally had to pry open. I really think if pandas didn't wear the makeup, y'all would not be trying them like this. The worst part about getting mauled by something so goofy is it probably takes a long time for bystanders to realize you're in trouble. They're the epitome of, I'm not a killer, but don't push me, and for that, they get a Merc rating of 4, because really,
Thank you
get
for the
flatlined by a panda, you probably deserved it. Now we got the black bear, aka the fight back part of the rhyme. Which is kinda true, black bears are more likely to run away than run a fade. And after
also, for anybody that plays Fallout, these guys, you might know them as, Yao Guai. From Fallout 3, I think New Vegas is, Honest Hearts DLC, and Fallout 4. And also 76, I'm pretty sure. Yep, these guys are essentially, Yao Guai are essentially the irradiated version of these guys. Yeah. Keep that in mind.
black bear, aka the fight back part of the rhyme. Which is kinda true, black bears are more likely to run away than run a fade. And after seeing them climb trees, thank the natural order for that. Although they probably only learned that from dealing with another bear down the list. Black bears are high-key champion generalists. They're smart enough and adaptable enough to live almost anywhere in America. Also,
yeah, they're very intelligent. They are very intelligent. I know that for a fact. I think they are actually the smartest species of bear in the world. Again, that is something I could be completely wrong about, but I think I'm actually right about that. That they are the most intelligent bear species on the planet. And yeah, they're highly adaptable as well, so... I mean, as somebody that has played way too much Fallout, I can attest to that. They are very intelligent and very deadly.
not always black, but that's besides the point. Moonlighting as a giant raccoon means they run into people more than the average bear, and if you look at the numbers, they might not be as harmless as the nursery rhyme suggests. Since 1784, there have been 66 times where a black bear and a human resulted in one less human. Pretty low, but there's more.
Yeah.
There's just under 12 black bear conflicts a year. 52% are typically defensive.
Jesus Christ! If this is a real picture, I mean, how did you even get it, number one? Number two, did anybody is one of those 66 casualties like this dude? Oh no.
3% were food motivated, and 15% were predatory. That number's interesting because that's actually higher than what you would see in brown bears. Folks now believe there's a slow but very real rise in predatory male black bears murking people. In fact, the first ever fatal black bear attack in California just happened last month. Male blacks, but black bears that is, they have a wider range, which means a desperate down bad.
Yeah, dude. People that live in the Pacific Northwest can just be built different, dude. Because if seeing this dude right here was a common occurrence, I think I would just move. I think I would move away. And yeah, these things aren't just in the Pacific Northwest. I'm pretty sure they're like in a lot of the northern hemisphere. So yeah, not great. Not great at all. Ugh. But yeah.
Bad male is more likely to try his luck on a hiker. The last stat I have is 88% of black bear assisted census subtractions were predatory, and 92% of those predatory pastimes were done by males. But when I say slow rise, we are still talking about one person getting clapped a year. Also, apparently none of those casualties carried pepper spray, so if you do that, hike in groups and put food and garbage away, you probably won't get cooked by Smokey. In fact, the majority of—
or you could just, again, or you could just carry a 500 Magnum around. or a Desert Eagle, or any other, you know, high caliber pistol. You could just carry that around, you know, you'll be fine. I'm pretty sure that that's what a lot of people use in self-defense when it comes to a bear. Like, they'll use a 500 Magnum, or you have to get trained with it though, because if you don't, you're gonna hurt yourself or you know, somebody around you, as opposed to a hostile black bear. Yeah.
Black bear encounters end like a Mormon liaison where neither side gets touched. So, they're flight over fight and statistically harmless. But they live in close proximity with people and are technically more likely to see you as free pizza than grizzlies. So
Yeah.
I'll give them a 6.5. 6, final answer. Not unlike their Asian cousins, and disclaimer, we're getting into the legitimately dangerous territory. The Asiatic black bear, also called the moon bear, is the first honest...
This guy looks like he could just screw you up and not even think twice about it. This just looks like that kind of dude.
threat to human way of life. They're way more on site than American black bears, and for that matter, even Eurasian brown bears. To be fair, neither of them have to deal with a certain big cat. Like most bears, they're most dangerous when people run into them and the bear feels cornered, and for that reason, attacks are on the rise. From April 2023 to just November, 212 people got the wrong end of Asiatic aggression from a black bear. 6 died, and food scarcity means those numbers are probably going up. In fact, that's why they're a problem in Japan. You see, in Japan, there's a shift with young people leaving the countryside to go make bread in the big city, and food-feeding bears moving into the now less crowded human neighborhoods. Now, it's never been easier to find problems with an Asian bear, and from 2000 to 2020, 2,357 black bear attacks have been recorded. 42.4% suffered severe injury, 1.2% ended up with permanent disability, and 4.8% lost the ability to exist. They're dead, and
people wonder why I hesitate to not that I hesitate, but people wonder why I'm so hesitant to go to vacation in other countries. People wonder that, because you know why? Because things like this exist. Again, your argument could be like, just don't go into the heavily forested areas. It won't be. No, I'll pass on that. Thank you. I'll just stay here on the eastern seaboard where, you know, everything's all calm, everything's all sweet. The most we have over here, I think, are coyotes, and they don't even mess with you, dude. Yes, we have coyotes over in, you know, East Coast America. Surprising. That was very surprising when I first learned about it. Other than that, I don't think we get anything like too bad.
over 20% of those attacks happened in August, i.e. right around the time they're getting ready to hibernate. There was even a case earlier this year where a man had to negotiate his arm with a Swiss knife after the Asian variety refused to let him go. Since this is the first bear that is a somewhat regular threat to people, I'm gonna give the Asiatic black bear a 7.5. Although with the whole bear bile farming thing, we probably had it coming. And now we get to my honest inspiration for this video. The brown bear. But honestly, first I'm gonna clear something up. The grizzly bear is a subspecies of the brown bear, kind of like how the Arctic wolf is an offshoot of the gray guy. The grizzly is basically a landlocked brown bear. They're further inland, and their grocery list is a lot shorter, which is why, even though they're the most famous, grizzlies aren't even the biggest bears brown and around. They're smaller than the The Kamchatka bear dwarfs grizzlies, mostly because of the fresh supply of salmon they get from shacking.
Oh yeah, that friggin' remote, isolated peninsula, like, in, like, far east Russia, I'm pretty sure. That little peninsula. Kamchatka.
On the Kamchatka Peninsula, which actually has the highest density of brown bears on the planet. There's like 20,000 of them there. And
like, what, there's like 1,400 people living there? Like, it's one of the most densely populated, places in Russia, I'm pretty sure.
Of course, what y'all know about the Kodiak bear? Named after the Kodiak Islands nature was forced to vault it on. They can outweigh a grizzly by almost 500 pounds, and that's purely off the pescatarian. That is a whole mountain of a bear.
Wait, aren't Kodiak bears, what is the word I'm thinking? Aren't Kodiak bears a hybrid of polar bears and... No. I don't... They might be. I don't know.
Grizzly bears are smaller, but the higher competition and being gate-kept from coastal calories makes them that much more aggressive. Which makes them, and I don't like to curse that much, my mom watches me, but that is a fucking problem. They're like a predatory Thanos. Your demise is inevitable if they greenlight it. They have jaws that can crush
That's a big matraca right there. That's a big matraca.
bowling ball. Pause that meme. You're a high five away from balling.
Holy crap, dude! I need you to look at that again, dude. Just hang on.
Pause that meme.
Look at this. Look at this thing, bro. That's bigger than their head. Holy crap, dude. This is. If there's one place I'm not moving to, I would have to say probably the Pacific Northwest, because I think that's where a lot of these species of brown bears are. In the continental United States. I don't want to, dude. I don't know if I can do it, honestly. Look at this thing. This is literally freaking. Oh my god. This is insane.
You're a high five away from balling like Emmanuel Hansel. I've seen them punk entire wolf packs out of food, and they might be the only thing alive that can choke slam a moose. There's only one video that truly encapsulates how fornicated you are if a grizzly chases you. Well, other than this. Here you have a grizzly running, and way, wow, we're still going. Oh, right there. That's the caribou he's after. Keep in mind, this is the 30-second mark of the video. About 4 minutes was all it took for the seed of Santa to get packed up like a Christmas present and turned into part.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Yeah. Bro. Dude, this bulky as his tank, but can move like a freaking Camaro. Jesus Christ. Oh, shit, dude, Holy crap. Holy crap, man. I think this is giving me a brand new fear. I think this is actually unlocking a brand new fear that they have.
Part of the past. But how dangerous are brown bears actually? Since 1784, there have been only 82 fatal brown bear conflicts in North America.
Yeah,
Yellowstone surprisingly only has 8. From 2000 to 2015, there were a recorded 664 brown bear attacks around the world, with 95 flatlines. Of these attacks, 17% involved someone with a dog, 10% were after a bear got shot or trapped, aka the person had it coming, 20% were sudden encounters, and an overwhelming 47% involved a female with a cub, proving that the only thing more dangerous than the bear.
Boom. A child. No.
But really, numbers say there's only 11 brown bear attacks.
Oh god. Oh. You know what they say about mother bears, right? You don't mess with their cubs. And that is the reason.
In North America a year, 40 if we're talking worldwide. In fact, the chances of getting murked by a brown bear in Yellowstone are 1 in 2.1 million. I do think bears suffer a lot from shark syndrome, where the attacks
Is that supposed to make me feel any better? Because it's not really making me feel any better. I'm just
not happen often, but when they do, they're usually graphic enough to go international. At the same time, the worst case scenario scares me more than death itself, so brown bears, specifically grizzly bears, get a merc rating of 8. Make that an 8.5. If you know, you know. Now the sloth bears. Oh my god,
yes I do, dude. Oh, the freaking Treadwell tapes, I'm pretty sure. Oh god, dude. Dude. No, I don't want to think about that. I might actually be sick if I think about that, dude. Oh, Christ's sake. Yeah, Timothy Treadwell, I think it was. Oh, damn, dude. Dude, hearing about that and, seeing that just makes my skin crawl.
Example of something I always say. You have to convince a predator you're worth the effort, where prey will off you before you get the chance. Most bears see humans as a fellow predator. The problem is, here you got one that spends most of its life as prey.
Yeah.
Bears got tiger trauma in their bloodline. They also get plenty of smoke from leopards.
Yeah. These guys are known for being, like, incredibly unpredictable, I'm pretty sure. Sloth bears. Yeah.
Problems from dole packs, and somehow the same elephants and rhinos that are chill-ish around tigers have zero tolerance for the baloos of the world. Add it all up, you get a floppy-faced termite eater that's also one of the most violently aggressive animals on the planet.
Yeah, I would probably, I'd probably piss myself if that was coming at me, dude. Oh, dude. Yeah, I would just accept the fate at my hands, honestly.
You basically have a giant honey badger with attitude and all the tools to follow through. It's prey trauma with predatory hardware. They don't really know how to kill, they just inflict as much pain as physically possible. That's why many sloth bear victims end up with their faces torn off, since that's their go-to move against tigers. A trauma bear with chimpanzee tendencies means they get a Merc rating of 9. There's no good record of sloth bear attacks on people, but it's the fact that they live on
seems fitting. 9.
top of and kill more people than other bears that outnumber them. This is technically the most dangerous bear per capita, and it's the one named after a sloth. In fact, one sloth bear was called the man-eater of Mysore after he killed 12 people and severely mauled another 24. In his defense, something like that's pretty rare, and it's believed the bear was injured by people first and then went on a rampage. Not like the last bear, which is one of the few animals to see humans as prey. I'm gonna kill the suspense right now. The polar bear's a 10. From 1870
Yeah, this, again, like I said before, this guy right here is an absolute hoss. Like, that in every sense of the word. Again, this is what happens when you take a Mack truck covered in fur, give it claws and sharp teeth, and just say, "Good luck, have fun." Yeah, you throw it in the Arctic as well. Oh my god, these guys are just freaking malevolent, dude.
2014, only 20 people have been killed by polar bears out of 73 attacks, but it's the frequency that's scary. What do I mean? Well, over 60% of attacks happened between 1960 and 2009. 20% happened from 2010 to 2014. That means in this study, 20% of all polar bear attacks happened in less than 3% of the time, and that less than 3% was in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
The polar bear is the only bear that classifies as a hyper-carnivore, and they'll try anything from walruses to reindeer, and they'll even body a beluga whale. As you know, polar bears are one of the rare animals that'll actively hunt people. It's true what they say, if you see a polar bear in the wild, your expiration date's already stamped. They can smell a seal from almost 20 miles away.
Yeah, you're going to need a... Dude, you need to bring a firearm if you're going to the Arctic Circle. Because this is what you're gonna need it for. This dude right here will go out of his way to freaking cancel your subscription to healthcare. This is the guy right here that's gonna do that.
You know, when ice bear pulls up, it's no mistake. The Arctic op is such a threat. In Churchill, Manitoba, it's common courtesy to leave car doors unlocked in case someone needs a 4-wheeled panic room from a polar bear.
Yeah.
The same place, by the way, that has the Churchill Polar Bear Detention Center. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's an air-conditioned temporary holding cell for polar bears that get way too comfortable around people. No other bear is more of a certified homicide once you make eye contact.
Yeah,
but they wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for receding sea ice basically stranding a marine mammal on land. And like with black bears, it's a starving, desperate rogue males that are most likely to turn a human into a hashtag. And that's kind of the thing. Every bear on this list would easily put humans at a 10. Like I said, Asiatic black bears are the most common victims of bear bile farms. Sloth bears are often kept as dancing tourist traps, which involves brutal maimings.
Why would you even... Dude, why would you even risk that, bro? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you even... Bro. Like... I don't understand, dude. Like, what is the deal here?
And shoving a rope through their nose. Literally, through it. And despite the memes, humanity has done more to pandas than for them. Also, there's the fact that most bears want nothing to do with you. Literally, one of the best ways to avoid a bear is to actually make noise to give the bear a chance to avoid you. Most bear brutalities come from a bear getting jump scared and making a decision. Also, there's bear spray, but bear spray is a lot like a seatbelt. You don't get...
Also, keep in mind there are different procedures for different types of bears. But that's something that if you do go out of your way to camp, you need to keep that in mind. because there are different procedures for different types of bears. If you do the wrong thing, adios, pretty much.
Get into a car expecting to do a barrel roll down I-80, but the same way the seatbelt makes the worst case better, so does bear spray. In fact, you'll probably never use it. Moral of the story? Yeah, honestly, the bear wouldn't even choose us. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. If you rock with the Merc rating thing, I actually have an entire book on the concept. 100 animals that can, you can read the title. And again, each animal has a rating based on my personal bias. And because today's my birthday, the book will be 52% off on Amazon. If you're interested, the link will be in the description. But other than that, drink water, cherish your parents. Remember, if it's white like a beluga, it's the last time we'll talk to you. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.
Yeah, just... You know what? Just stay away from woods and stay away from, you know, just... Just stay away from the woods, dude. That's about all I can say. This was posted a month ago. That's all I can say to you. If you screw around in the woods, you're gonna find out. And pretty much, yeah. Pretty much you have the chance of dealing with this guy right here, this fella. Right here. Yep. It's just wow. Okay. Alright, here's the link to the video. I'm pretty sure this is the yeah, okay. This is the link to the video. Oh wow.